Hi, this is Koiro with another video in the Apple II series, and this episode is about mounting the pieces together and making a short test that we have not destroyed anything in the process. First we attach the keyboard, then we give a go with the top cover on the Apple II computer unit itself. Yeah, and this is the refurbished top cover. It actually looks quite nice, but the contrast to the keyboard is quite big, and now you can see how white the case is, and that I probably should have done something to brighten the keys a bit, maybe kept them out in the sun or taken the plunge and done some retro brighting of the keys. I don't think they have yellowed very much, but they have yellowed somewhat from when they were new. And now we are putting back the screws for the case, and here I actually made a mistake. I used the wrong screws first, so I have to replace these ones later. And one of the screw holes in the bottom here for the plastic is broken. The three in the front is okay, and the two on the left is okay, but the right middle one is broken, and I think everyone else is okay. And here I am using the right kind of screw for this case. Yeah, now I put in the right kind of screw on this, and also replace the last one. I didn't do any damage with these screws, but they are slightly bigger than the normal ones that should go there. And I fit back the cards. This is the printer card and card for the disk drives. Yeah, now you can see the badges and the case. It looks real nice, shiny and bright. Yeah, so now you have seen it from all angles. And I think it looks really nice. But now we have to do the mounting of the monitor, and there is more bits and pieces to that one. First we do some cleaning and sorting out on this board. There are some, I don't want to see what's crud and stuff on this, but first we just oil and fix the potentiometers, and we don't do a big cleanup of this, we only remove the dust. And we do use this deoxidizer in the contacts and on other surfaces, like in these potentiometers or adjusting knobs. And this is the front bezel of the computer and the tilting mechanism. And this is fastened by these two crossover metal bars and 4 screws. and we fasten those before we mount the CRT in the frame, so that we can see that it actually works. And when you thread this plastic screw, it's kind of important that you do some counterclockwise turns with your screw before you fasten it, so you don't rip the threads in the plastic. Yeah, now we test the mechanism. It's kind of loose, so we have to straighten this a bit, but now it works okay. Yeah, so I think the repairs on this will hold up quite a bit of force, but we will see when we mount the CRT itself in the case. And we have all the screws for that here, and there also was some washers. And here I actually do a rookie mistake. I'm actually here now fitting the CRT upside down. And I don't realize that until I have fastened it and I see that the main board of the CRT, that the high voltage connector is on the wrong side. Yeah, this is when I realize that the tube is upside down and I have to take it apart to fix that. Yeah, this should be better, so let's just put in the screw again. Yeah, now everything should fit much better, and also the high voltage probe. Now this has been disconnected for at least 4 weeks, so I know there is no high voltage in this, otherwise I would have shorted this to ground to make sure that there was no leftover charge in the high voltage transformer or the capacitors. Yeah, and this frame over here is what keeps the monitor sturdy, so this is actually a main support of the bezel. Without this it will be really flexible, the whole plastic assembly. And this is fastened with 5 screws and hold the frame tightly together. And you can actually see there are some nice engineering touch here. They have left the hole in the middle of the frame so that you can actually get your screwdriver in and mount the last screw. And this is the power knob, and this lead goes straight down to the power board. It's actually just a 2-pole switch, so the live wire is always live on this monitor. Yeah, and the knob fits rather nicely. Yeah, I actually forgot this earth wire. It should be connected to the CRT, one of the screws, so I just leave it in there and just screw it together with the CRT. Yes, like so. So now we are finished with the main assembly of the the case, and we now fastening the brackets for the screws on the bottom. And I do some extra cleaning of the socket for the video signal. And I forgot to remove the tape on the feet of the monitor. I covered them up when I was painting because this rubber feet was in really good condition. And I forgot to mention, but 2 of the rubber feet on the case for the computer is actually missing, so I have to find 2 square rubber feet that resembles this one and put them on the Apple II case. Yeah, I'm just doing one final inspection before I'm putting the case, the lid back on. And on the lid you have 4 screws in the bottom, actually 5 screws, because you have one in the middle there to fasten the main PCB assembly, and you have the 4 other screws with the clamps that we put in place earlier. And this fits rather nicely, and it's very, yeah, I think this screen is actually a very good construction after all. You can see there are some small pieces missing in the plastic case on top of the monitor in each corner, and that was actually pieces that was broken off from the start. Yeah, and that's it, I think. We have to put the badges on, but before that I have to put some glue or something on the badges. So I think now it's time to test to see if we have made some damage to this while we have had it disconnected. I think this actually look quite nice, at least from a distance, and I of course forgot to clean the CRT before I mounted it, but with just some clean water on the CRT, I think it looks shiny and bright. It of course would have been easier to clean this before we put it in the case. Yeah, I just cleaned the contacts on the cable before we mount this back together. And we put that aside and put the computer unit on the bottom. Yes, like so. This is how this looks now. It don't boot into BASIC, it boot into the Apple II screen, and I will try to correct that. Yes, I will try to run the built-in startup test. You can hear some noise on the speaker. I'm not sure what that is about. Kernel OK. Yeah, to make the computer boot into BASIC, we have to remove the floppy drive controller. So I will just open the case and take out the floppy controller until we have a valid test with the floppy drives later. And you are into BASIC. That will be the test we perform. As of now, I will go and grab some double-sided tape and fasten the rest of the stickers for the monitor. Fasten those stickers, I'm going to use this kind of adhesive. This is the kind of tape you use to fasten carpet or other stuff that you should fit to your floor. And if you just fit the marks like so, and you just cut around them. You will have a good strong solution for this. And I'm also going to use the same for this sticker here. Now this sticker is actually quite sticky yet, so I will just keep this and maybe use the original glue on this. Yes, like that. Yeah, that looks rather nice. This is the big one that goes on top beside the grills on the top of the screen, and it's just wide enough for this tape, or the tape is just wide enough for this sticker. This one I think I'm going to use some scissors to cut. I just tilt the monitor so that you will be able to see this better. Yeah, like so, I think. See if we can align this right. This is just a warning that we should not do anything of the things we have just done with opening this monitor and fixing it and stuff. And this is the last of the original labels on this monitor. And if you see on these stickers, you kind of see how much greener the surface of this monitor was, rather than the grayish brown that was the only color we found that could match it somewhat on the local shops. And we have this one that was on top of the monitor, but I will try to see if I find some blue Dymo tape and fix that with new tape. Yeah, we just do one final test to see if it works. The screen springs to life and the Apple II springs to life like so. And if you see on the screen now, you can see that the switch beneath the keyboard, it switches to the Nordic keys like so. So if I turn this key, you have these brackets and whatnot. So these keys are actually replaced with these signs in the character ROM is changed with these ones. But that's it for this episode. The next part I will be doing about the Apple is about these disk drives. And these disk drives, I don't know the condition of them, and I really need some floppy disks before we get that far. So I will start that operation now and get some discs. So until then I will put these Apple II projects on hold. So this will be the last part of this series, at least until the autumn or the end of the summer. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon in another episode. And please hit subscribe if you want to be notified when we post another video. Hope you liked the contents, and please make a comment if you have something to remark about the video or the topic or whatever. See you in the next one.